It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the
in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching, do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear to on it, I ain't gotta pay rent. I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm so sad.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Tighten up. Pull it together.
50's the mark. Coming to you.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
You can't block me.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They go play action here on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Play action, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd down and goal. Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jerick McKinnon there to make the grab. And the 49ers drive right down. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let him know. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 44. Slam.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Alert. Hey, orbit.
Here's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And his kick is good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, his 2nd sack of the night. Man open, it's Goodwin. Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Going for it with McKinnon. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
230. 36. Stay with your man.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity.
Here we go.
You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Push him back.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo, he finds McKinnon, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards. On first down, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
And the 49ers first down.
Here we go.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41.
Hey, Haywood.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all.
22, 44. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go. Like 20.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Middle. Go, go, go.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go. 180! One, Omaha. Mike, 55. Ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Hey, exit. 21, 21. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
21, 21. 21, 21.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Garoppolo now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10.
I got you. Hey, gun.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach, Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, offensive and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He's going to go on top for the end zone, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 28 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. To Edmonds on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. It got his man complete. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings. Blitz coming, and and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blockings.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey, high 7. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
11.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys are able to regain the lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
These two.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
Go. Double. Check.
Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 55. Hey, tight down. There you go.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. But he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Check back.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. But it's going to be second down. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but
okay.
September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you. But you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now Gold for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quan Alexander able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Throwing on second and long. Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Quan Alexander bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Now Ben on third and long. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth.
51 to mine. 51.
Solid, 5 down. Oh, you got deep?
Switch.
They're going to try and throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Quan Alexander. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Here we go.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Niners are able to stretch. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things,
Here we go.
you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not over.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Quan Alexander, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end. And now it's second down.
Watch the slant.
Hey, Charlie.
55, Mike, 55.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Garoppolo now. Able to haul it in is Kittle.
Complete to George Kittle.
Here we go.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Hey, alert! 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 Hey, seam 6! Seam 6! It's our time! Hey, check right, check right!
Garoppolo again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. On first down, Garoppolo. And it's caught. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin. And he takes off with it. It's a fake.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Taking a shot for Samuel. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it. Because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now it's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush. rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.